Alright, can I be heard? We're going to work through the tech issues in a much more regulated way today. Can we hear it? Bum 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 bum. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can't hear? Darn it. Okay. Alright. Next up, can you see? Yeah, you can. You can see me, and you can see yourselves. Excellent. Alright. Then the final test would be... Can you hear and see this stuff? And I guess I'm about to find that out for myself. Believe it's coming through. Can we hear? Can we hear the hum that we made yesterday? Good stuff. All right. Well, hello everybody. We're gonna do okay. So today is the cleanup stream. I was live yesterday, and I've decided that what we're going to do is go through today. Okay, because we basically have one example of every sound that's going to go into this sound font. We don't have a spin and we don't have a force effect, but we have one of everything else, including pre-ons and post-stops, which is cool. So what we're going to do is go through and make more of all of those. My personal preference is I like to make smooth swings. Those are my favorite. The pairs, delicious. So what we're going to do to keep the energy up is alternate between making new swing pairs and making the other sounds, because the other sounds are fun to make but a little more boring, and the swing pairs I think are way more fun to make. So, without further ado, let's start with a new swing pair, because that's my favorite part. So, just to review from yesterday, this is where we left off. This is the first pair of each one. I need the refresher for myself, but it also might be nice for you guys. Oh, and the stream yesterday was like the greatest source of original ideas I've ever encountered as far as this goes. You guys were like tremendously helpful. So please keep in mind that I will use your ideas and you should give them to me. Keep that, because it was pretty insane. We did great. We had some fantastic ideas. Also, Reed's Ginger Ale. Get in there. That's my beverage plug for today. Hydration is key, although this is less hydrating than what you should drink, which is just water. That's where we left off yesterday. Hearing it again today, I might try to just fix something. I made this comment yesterday and I wasn't sure if I was being crazy, but I think I'm not. Oh, what am I looking for? Not sat. We want distortion. What? Wow, it really has been a long time. What am I looking for? Oh, not VST. That's why it wasn't coming up. Probably VST3. Distortion. Saturate. I think this just needs a more rounded out profile. It sounds a little bit too... it's lacking in the mids. It's not a rounded out sound. That's all. Christ, sorry, that was kind of loud. Let's kick that down a little. ruining some of the dynamics. The more compressed the sound is, the better. So we're not gonna mess with that. Obviously, full in the mix sounds good to me. There may be some additional EQing that needs to happen here. I'm not going to spend forever on this. I just want to get this one right so that when we copy paste and start modifying, we have like something good to start with. Yeah. It's too rattly. Do we agree? Or do we like that? Because the idea with this sound font, for anyone that wasn't here yesterday, which I'm sure there are people, the idea with this one is that it's going to be kind of softer and less dubsteppy, but I have a hard time not doing that because it's my favorite thing to do. So I'm not like totally opposed to making it kind of dubsteppy, if not dubsteppy, but not too much. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. Is it too much? Is it too much? Is it too rattly and crispy? It doesn't. We can tone the crisp down a little with this one, is what I'm trying to say. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, Joe's in. Joe gives it the thumbs up. We did. I love it. It's so good. It is peaking, by the way, but this entire project is limited to 0 decibels for, you know, speaker reasons. So, yeah. I promise we're not making something that's dangerous. All right, and then here's the H swing, the other side. This will probably also need to get saturated, but... I think the guy's handle was Riku Anita, but someone brought... if it wasn't that person, then it was someone else. Someone brought the idea to time the fluctuations here, like the LFO rate, in with the pitch bend, and it is like the coolest thing ever. And then someone else convinced me to do flanger. I think it was whatever that person's name is. But yes, I was right. This should be saturated. I mean, I think so. And then someone mentioned wanting to hear less clicky. One sec, I can do that. Oh, thanks, Joe. Nope, not that one. Gosh. Phase, nope. Just regular for now. Okay. That's too much. Oh my god. It's like crunching it a little too much. This was a cleaner sound. Okay, we're not gonna saturate this one. We're just gonna pump the volume a little and hopefully EQ some more mids in, because that's... That's good enough. Okay, so that's where we left off. And now we're going to make another one. So, let's see. Let's start with a new one of these. I guess we're going to... Doesn't matter which one is one. This is 2 now. We're doing this one. Okay. Let's start with, let's see. Okay, so usually when I make these, I like to kind of, I like to keep them pretty similar so that it's not, like, jarring when you switch, but different enough that it's not like you're listening to the same exact swing pair every single time, if that makes sense. So, I think maybe let's start with the patch and turn all this stuff off for a sec. And just see if we can change the source material enough. Oh, and then because this is misleading, I'm gonna get rid of the little render beneath it. There we go. Oh, I just realized not only can you not see Serum, I'm cutting it off with the camera. Might be. Right up there, looks good. Okay, cool. So this is the original patch without any of the effects on it. Okay, and I think... Okay, there are a few obvious places to start with these. I don't want to repeat myself too much in the work that we do, but typically you can change wavetable position, warp. Those make a huge difference, especially with these tables. They're both pretty dynamic and weird. You can detune a little more, which I am a huge fan of, and we're definitely going to do, at least for some of these. But for this one in particular... I don't know. Let's see what this wavetable sounds like closer to the end. Oh, it's... okay. As opposed to down here, it was more like... Oh, they're not all that different, are they? That has more tones in the upper regions. Maybe we mirror it. Okay, who's controlling that? LFO2? Yeah, let's have it mirror a totally different part of the waveform too. Oh, we hear that? It kind of goes down instead of up. We could also just warp in a totally different way. We could use, like, not remap. We could use, like... FM always sounds cool. In small quantities. Don't overdo the FM. Am I lying to you? No, I'm not. Okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting to happen. Okay. No, I've changed my mind. We're gonna mirror... Yeah. At least I think we're going to. Is there a backstory for this font? Okay, really short answer. Yes. The idea is this is... and again, I still haven't thought this all the way through, but the idea is that this is a sound font for a lightsaber that is being wielded by a non-Force user that has coded an AI that is smart enough that it convinces the hilt... It convinces the hilt that the person holding it is a force user. So the idea is like, it's AI driven, and it's someone had the idea that maybe it like synthesizes midichlorians too. Like, it can perfectly imitate a force user, except it's all digital and synthesized, right? So that's the core of it, right? But then the idea on top of that is that it was poorly coded and it was not correctly done. So it's kind of glitchy, and not everything's totally working the right way. There are exceptions being thrown and crashes across the infrastructure and all that. And while we haven't done any of the glitchy stuff yet, I think we will. I need to go back for the hum, because I had an idea for the hum that I'm not totally sold on anymore. We'll see. But anyway, the core idea is that it's a lightsaber with a crystal in it, but the user is cheating being a Force user in that they have imitated one with AI and with synthetic midichlorian technology. One way or another. That's the idea. I don't know if that was enough. Like, okay, how much different is this from the other one? Oh, wait. That has all the effects on it. I was like, wow, that is very different. But of course it is. Okay, I'm gonna get the other effect. Maybe we should leave the effects on while we're doing this then. Are we gonna... I don't think we're gonna use the exact same effects chain, but... Oh, it's awfully similar. It's just like a teeny bit too similar. But we're like, it's fine. It's getting there. We can do the same to the other side. Let's do that. Let's have wavetable position hang out at the end of the band, and maybe even modulate a little less so it stays in the upper band. And then instead of bending plus minus, maybe we just do like only minus or only plus. I don't know. We're experimenting, and even for fun, we'll just kick it into the... We're going higher regions with all this stuff. Okay, see, that's different enough for me. It's much heavier on those like overtones that come out. I like it. I think it's pretty neato. And then in the effects rack, we had some cool revelations in here too. The question's gonna be, what's different? I think we're gonna change chorus on this. Oh, we could change phaser too. Okay, cool. Day One Gray is in. Let's see. What's the deal with... Am I getting a phone call? Ah, jeez. Can't do it. Oh, well. I'll do it later. We like the tone that comes out of that? Kick feedback up a little too. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's okay. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with it. I think it's cool. You guys think it's cool? I think it's cool. Because that is very different. Even with all of the effects that are previously untouched from the last iteration, this is gonna be different enough. It's gonna go. Ooh, it's phase distortion that's causing that. Yeah. Okay, so even though I ripped out phase distortion just now because it was causing it to hurt my ears, that's way different. That's different enough. Yeah. Yeah. That's super dope. We don't even need phase distortion. We don't need it. Yeah, for some reason the volume is even compensating. Just turn it up a little. That's super cool. I mean, should we even change anything else? I think it sounds really nice. It's still saturated. There's still the oh, why did we... Oh, it pitch bends. This is modulated by the... Right, so it's still pitch bent in the same way, which we could change the way it's pitch bent. That's another small, subtle, but meaningful modification that we could make. It's even EQ'd the same way, because it's kind of rattly and crispity. Oh yeah, I was gonna do an A/B with and without the crispness for whoever asked that a while ago. Yeah, Bobby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just trying not to make it like too crispy, but I mean, The only difference between this being crispy and not crispy is turning this on and off. So it's like, if it ends up not being cool, we know how to fix it, right? But I'm gonna try not to make it too crispy, just this time. Yep. All right. I don't think I'm gonna change anything else. I think the reverb and the distortion and the EQing all sounds fine. I'm just gonna change the locations of some of these points, just for fun. There, we can keep that going. I don't know, just for like some variety, right? There's no reason we can't. There's a reason we can't do it this way. You know, is there an easy way to like zoom? Nope. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm still used to Reaper on Windows. This Mac is like, I don't know. There's still a bunch of things I don't know how to do on Mac. All right, that's different enough. It's now I just changed that, but where's oh, I got rid of phase distortion. How silly of me. Okay, cool. So yeah, this one's a little simpler. I like it. I think it's cool. I'm glad we're digging it. I'm glad we're digging it. Okay. Let's make the other side. This can be number 2. And after this, we'll move on to... I'll let you guys pick. I just realized I can do this... I realized yesterday I can do a poll. So let's do next sound. Next sound had better be ... And I'll let you pick between blasters and clashes. Those are the next 2 options. We have more to do than that, but those are the ones I'm stressed out about, so I want to do those next. They freak me out. I don't like those ones. All right, please go vote if you have an opinion, that is. I mean, if you don't, there's no reason to vote, right? Okay, what are we changing on this one? I think we're doing... This one's simpler. Okay, let's have a look here. We could do something similar with it. We could have, let's see, L1 is controlling that. Let's have wavetable position hang out near the back. Let's switch the bend to just minus. Wow, that makes a big difference in the shape. Look at that. I guess when it's up that high. Yeah, we'll have it just be minus for fun. Just for fun. Totally arbitrary. We'll have this hang out towards the end. How much modulation am I allowing? Oh, quite a bit. Okay. Why don't you be bend plus? And also bend more. Okay. Here's the new patch with no effects. Oh, and I'll tell you what we should do is change. So LFO 4 is fast. It goes quick. This is not a complicated shape, and it does not iterate over like the whole loop. It's quick. I spent like $60 on fonts last night, and I can't even fit all of them on my Saber because of the blade styles. Yup. Blade style. I mean, that is one of my chief criticisms of Profi. It can do more, but then, you know, if you want all those cool extra features, you got to be picky. So here's what I was thinking. We're going to make this more of a stab and less of a wub. Actually, we could like fully commit to the stab thing. Okay, now I know why I picked bend plus minus yesterday. Doesn't make a big enough difference. Yeah, there it is. Do we like it? I like the subtle electricity hum, like the blade isn't perfectly connected. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, it is crispy. It's a little bit crispy. I can't help myself. Oh, God. Yeah. 70 fonts on all my CFXs and custom and improve them with boot ups. Hells yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only limit to CFX is the size of the memory chip, right? Do we like this warp mode? I think PWM's great for this. Okay, maybe it's better suited to the higher ranges there. Okay. What do you think? Do we want... Okay, because the two options right now that I'm gonna roll with are... We want the lower wubs. Very subtle. Buying another Profi Saber so that you have more access. That's great. That's hilarious. Honestly, it's not like the worst idea, too. If you have two hilts that you equally like, split them up. So it seems like many people like CFX. Me included. I like CFX. I think it's great. This is option 2. It's a little more dramatic. What do you guys think? Do we like dramatic or not dramatic? I think I'm tending toward the dramatic one, but that's just me. I can't help it. You like the subtle one more? Okay, that's a vote for subtle. I understand. Can we do maybe somewhere in the middle? Option 2, but don't let it slow down so much. Ah, okay, okay. I understand. This is for a swing pair. So it'll warble in and out of this with one that's more stable. Okay, we're gonna combine all the feedback. We're gonna go somewhere in the middle. It's more interesting. Yeah, I don't want to go too dubstep. Can't go too dubstep. We gotta hold back. We gotta relax. Oh man, was I covering up vital information with the... That's too much to look at. That's okay. Okay, no, I hear you on not letting us slow down too much. I like that idea. That's great feedback. We'll just have the LFO rate. Oh no, well I liked where it was before. In the peaks were good, but yeah, we'll just raise the floor a little. We'll just say it doesn't dip so low. And we should mess with the timings a little too, just so it's not the same as the last one. Ah, dang it. There, just so it's a little different. What if we go full dubstep for a variant? Ooh. I've never done variants before. It's not a bad idea. Like a remix of a song, but for a sound font. Huh. I could see that. I could see that happening. That'd be kind of fun. Bring that in closer. This is totally random. I'm not doing anything meaningful here. Just arbitrary choices. Wouldn't it speed up instead of slowing down if you're mid-swing? Yes. In theory, that is how it should work. But we're going for glitchy, broken, kind of random. So, in this particular instance, I think it's okay if it's not totally aligned with reality. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one's awesome. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's great. I'm gonna reset the pitch bend and use the data from the previous one and just bump it up. Just so they're in sync. We are beeping and booping. Ones and zeros, baby. Alright, let's get the effects back in here. Oh, wait, hang on. Speaking of effects, maybe there's something we could do over here. I think this one could do with a little less flanger. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm rolling with it. Beep boop, son. I don't think that the wubs are ringing out quite like I had hoped they would reverb-wise, so I'm just going to kick the decay down a little. Oh, man. One of my favorite tricks as of late has been applying pre-delay and then turning feedback up with this thing, because it makes these weird... I don't know if I could explain to you, like, the science of it or anything, but... Basically, okay, it gives it a tone. That's all. It gives it an overtone, and it's very cool. You can hear it when I let go. That, like, they're ringing out. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, swing pair, tentatively done. Now we have two, and they're both cool. Alright. Oh, man. Why is the poll so close? Let me end it, and let's see exactly what we thought. Alright, 58 to 41. Blasters win. Okay, we're gonna do, hopefully all of the blasters to some degree. If it starts getting really, really dry and boring, I will do it off stream. But if it makes for good content and it's entertaining to you guys, I will do it right here, right alongside you. Happy to do it. Well, I don't like doing blasters very much, but they make a big difference. Cool blasters can, like, totally make or break a font, you know? Just sound font things. Okay. I'm gonna kick on the medium glass. Veterans know that I use the same kick and glass breaking samples. I also use a couple of other ones, like apple slicing and bag ripping and stuff like that. I use the same ones across all sound fonts that I've been refining. They change all the time. The kick is new as of Omen. This is only the second font that's gotten this kick. But I feel like if I can dial in those sounds really well, there's like no reason to do a different set of them for every sound font, right? And they're just background. They just add the context, you know? So them by themselves... Oh, wait, that wasn't by themselves. I turned on the blasters. Something like that. A cool changeup would make the blaster hit sound like the saber is absorbing it. Ooh. I'm open to it. What do we think? Cole's got the idea that I am very open to. That's a really good idea. I'll tell you what, though. I really like the blaster base that I have, actually, and that's rare, because normally I just hate doing these, and I don't feel confident in them at all. But this time around, I feel like they're pretty good. So what if, instead of doing them for the blasters, we do them for the clashes? Are we okay with that, or is there, like, some very important reason why it needs to be the blasters? Because I don't like the base we have for the clashes, and I think that that's a cool idea that could brighten them up for us, but I think the blasters are kind of cool. So, what do we think? And then, here's the first attempt at a blaster. It's too much, but it's got the stuff. It's way too much. But if you just get rid of the hiss and the whine, I think that's a kind of a cool blaster. Alright, Cole's down. Are we doing, Man, just because I can, just because it's fun, how about we do another poll? Clashes absorb energy? Question mark? Maybe not that. That's too vague. Shall we make the clashes sound like absorbing... Oh my god. Energy. There we go. Okay. Poll pog. True. It's so... I love the poll feature so much. It's so cool. Oh, Connor says... Mr. Connor says some of them. Okay, yeah, I'm keeping the rifle shots. What's wrong with it? Why don't I like it 100%? Because I told you, I got like one of everything in here and I just want to make more of them, but I don't know if the base of this one is like super dope. Or even kind of dope. It's a little... But like, what's wrong with it? Why don't I like it? It's too like... It's too floppy. But floppy can be nice. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. There's just not... There's something missing. What's wrong with it? Is it this? Do I not like this? Yeah, I gotta tweak it, but what am I tweaking? What don't I like about it? What specifically is wronging me? Is it the pitch of this? Is it just the... Does it sound too much like Galvanic, maybe? Guys like the new patch? Yeah, it's kind of floppy. Let's pitch him up a little. It'll be a fifth. That's cool anyway, it's musical. There's a minor chord for you. But we're doing the fifth. That'll be cool, actually. I've never done that before. I don't think I've ever pitched my blasters to match the key that the sound font is in, so... That might just be a cool idea anyway. Oh, wait, that sounds a lot better, too. I think just generally the... I'm gonna turn the volume up for myself a little. I think generally, like, that pitch is just a nicer pitch. God, okay, now it's too loud. Yeah! Wait, that's cool, right? Okay, what about this? You want me to move the... I don't know which sound that is. Here, I mean, they're like... Can you guys read the labels that I give these tracks? Or is it too blurry? Blaster, sizzle, chirps, pew. Can you guys read that on the thing, or is it too small? What? I think that's kind of cool. There's just not enough tone to it now. Here's what the bird chirp sounds like. Which I think is, like, the coolest part. But it isn't carrying very much tone. Okay, you can't read it. Okay. Noted. Well, that's funny, because okay. That's cool. It's all good. But it's not carrying much tone. I'm sorry. This is going to get so annoying to listen to, but I need to loop it for a minute. So, just bear with me here. Okay, so the answer is... There isn't really... I mean, somewhere like in this EQ range is where it seems to be the most impressive. It doesn't have a lot of tone to begin with. Did I pitch this down? Oh, no, I did a wet and dry. Yeah, it's vibing to the music. Okay. Okay. So we're not going to rely on this for tone. We're going to rely on this for, like, flavor. It's just a cool layer. Like, this is a cool layer, but doesn't carry tone either. Makes it sound kind of hot. You know what? I do have a problem with this layer, I think. I just don't know what it is. It's a fun plugin called Murder Melodies. It's kind of a cheat code. It's a whole bunch of plugins kind of layered together. It's kind of wacky. But it does the job. Like when you're not sure what to do with a sound, it's fun to scroll through the presets and then adjust things from there. It's a fun tactic. There we go. I think it's just the low end that's bugging me, but a blaster or clash effect where the echo of the blast hitting the saber rings out, sort of like the echo of a gunshot. Like the duel in Mandalorian. It's hitting too hard on the initial hit? We think so? Now, this is a funny thing about lightsaber speakers. You might not think that when you hear it in context. I've found that the kick, the way it's EQ'd and set up right now, sounds pretty dope on lightsaber speakers without, you know, blowing anything. But I'm not necessarily against softening it a little for when we, like, render the blasters. Maybe I'll just kick the volume down a little bit when I go back to render. But for now, I mean, it should be okay. Okay, something needs to provide body for sure, and I'm not opposed to having some deflection echoes. Come on. Let's see. So yeah, nothing is really echoing off this. Maybe some extra juiced up reverb would be good. Or actually, do I have that No, I don't. Okay. I had a plugin from Valhalla called Supermassive, and I don't have it on this computer yet. But that would have been nice. That's a delay specifically, and it can be quite nice. You know what? Chorus has been doing well for us on this sound font. Let's see if maybe we can get something cool out of that too. We'll do that. We'll just fold it in. Why not? Okay. Step one, let's get some echoes going. Let's do grounded is a good place to start. And we're gonna have echoes. Let's just solo the... Maybe it's the EQ too. What am I EQing this like? Hang on. Just... Even this is too much. I tried to bring tone out and soften the stuff. Is it possible to make a clash change depending on where the saber goes after the initial clash? Not that I know of. Not that I know. I'm listening on my MK5 Bluetooth stand. You may be right. I'm not using headphones. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's it sounds different on everything, you know? See, that's... He just needs all this low end in general. I don't know. Okay, whatever. It's chill. Oh, maybe the phase distortion's cutting some of it out. We can mess with the tone here too. I think darkening it a little would be good. Oh, Jesus, you make music? Well, cool. You are more experienced than I, I think. That's awesome. What kind of music do you make? Okay, this is bothering the shit out of me. We gotta fix this. What do we need to do? Is it just too fast? What if we just did this in fourths? This is gonna be too slow now, but... Yeah, it's way too slow. But eighths, maybe. Yeah! Do we feel it? They're like... Okay, decay is way too high. Mix is arguably too low. My thought process would be a clash where the saber stops would sound different than a clash that hits but keeps going. Yeah, I don't know that there's a soundboard that supports that, but that's a cool idea. Pod racer vibes. I'll take it. A lot of these end up sounding like pod racers because of we stick to dubstep stuff. Rap and jazz? Is it on your YouTube channel? The one that you're commenting with? Because I'm a big fan of both genres. I think that's the magic number right there. Now, okay, we haven't messed with chorus yet. How much? Okay, that's what's causing that, like, wow thing going on. So if we kick delay up, does that make it... Oh! Well, that's juicy, isn't it? Now, it sounds silly right now, but, like, if you folded in the layers that we had up earlier, like, one of these glasses and one of these kicks here... Ooh! Is that cool, or am I reacting strangely to that? Because I think that's kind of cool. If you did 3 taps. That's too much. We don't need spread because it's mono. I only put Star Wars stuff on my channel. I use Logic and Reasons. Cool. Well, if you have like a way of sending me the music, email me or something. Sam@grayscalefonts.com does great. I'm interested. Sounds cool by itself, but I want to hear it in context. Yeah, that's always how these things go, isn't it? Well... What is, like, depth? I need to get a sense of what depth does. Oh, it spreads it out. And then if you put it at 0, it's very, like... Yeah, very uniform. Well, I think it's cool as, like, kind of chaotic. Wow, that's kind of cool. I think that's cool. And that's just this patch by itself. If we mix in the sizzle and the chirp and the pew... Yum! You want me to play the hum and the deflect at the same time? Yeah, I could do that, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. It's just gonna be kind of... Yeah. I actually think these are great. I think these are very cool now. Good job, everybody. Oh my god. Sorry, I need to move the things by my feet. I keep kicking them. It's Hawaiian sweetbread. Because I am hopelessly addicted. I feel like maybe the chirps are too much, but it's such a cool layer that I almost feel like kind of guilty turning it. I already turned it down Almost 7 decibels. I'm just gonna kick it down to 8. It's too, like, it hurts a little, you know? Yeah, it's better suited, like, down here. Honestly, the glass might be kind of goofing it up, too. This might be too loud. If we just kick the glass down to, like, yeah. Okay, that's better. That's way better. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna turn the glass down, like, all around. Okay, for the record, what I usually do, the reason there are 16 glasses is we apply them to the impact sounds. So, like, you know, 6 of the blasters are gonna get these short ones, 2 of them are gonna get these medium-sized ones, and then another 6 are gonna get these long ones. Or did I do that math wrong? I definitely did that math wrong. I meant 7, 2, and 7. Yeah. But anyway, that's the idea, is that, oh man, they all get a different glass noise to go with them so that it kind of, you know, varies it, but in a uniform way. Turn on the hum to test the blend. Yeah, okay, we can do it one more time. Let's see. But yeah, lowering the volume on the glass definitely helped. I usually test with one in the middle because the short ones always sound good because it just blends right in with the kick. And just for fun, a little tip. The reason that the project is set up this way is because I have the kick compress all of the other sounds as it plays. So this glass sound, for example, as it plays, the kick will duck it out of the way, so the kick is way louder than the glass while the kick is playing, and then as soon as the kick starts to soften up, the glass comes in harder, which makes for like a punchier sound. So that's why they're spread out this way. I just have all of the glass sound effects set up to be compressed out by the track that controls the kick. And this is one of the reasons that I recommend Reaper, is because this is way more intuitive to me than like Logic or Ableton or whatever. No buses or anything, just tracks that route to tracks. Sends and receives, that's it. I'm sorry, that just makes way more sense to me. Reaper gets huge points there. Reaper is the best. Don't get me wrong, for like all the reasons, but that's a big one. And then here's the... it's hard to explain, but you know, in firefight scenes in movies where you hear the ricochet of a bullet. I mean, I suppose. Yeah, you can try to link something. I probably can't play it over the thing just for, like, copyright reasons. I would really like to keep my channel free of that sort of thing, but I can watch it later and, like, fold in the idea. But I think these sound fine. I think these are pretty good. Also, you might not be able to send links into the live chat. I think it's blocked for some reason. Also, for the record, I think soundboards duck the hum out when a blaster sound plays, so it's not like a perfect test of the mix. It's easiest just to test it on the soundboard itself, but yeah. Compressing strengths the sounds like fat EQ. Well, in this case, it's like sidechain compression. Is that what you're talking about? Because I just have it... I have it kick out of the way, that's all. But yes. Compressing sounds, especially like the static sounds, like the hum and the swings and stuff. Generally a good idea. Yeah, Discord IM me, please. Or email or whatever you want to do. Okay. I think this is a solid first take. Now, I have these hiss and whine noises, and I think for, like, some of the later ones, like maybe just from 12 to 16, we're gonna mix those in somewhat randomly so that we can have, like, some of the blaster deflects be kind of special. Does that make sense? So, just for these, or just for this first one, I think this is what it will sound like, right? But... I still think I think it's pretty good. I think it's good. But then, like, for some of these other ones, we're gonna have to change it up. And one of the changes I'd like to make is to have the hiss and the whine come in. The hiss and the whine I can show you as we go. I showed it off a little yesterday. I use compressors on a bar, makes the music feel fuller. I mean, yeah, it just regulates the volume. It compresses the wave. I mean, it does what it sounds like it does. It's a very useful tool. All right. Now, what are the differences we should make as we go? I think, for the sake of time, so that this doesn't get too dry, I'll do some of the really fine detail work off stream, but like broad strokes here. What can we change about this? We can change the timings. We can change... Oh, I have lots of chirps. For those of you who were not here yesterday, I have a sound repository. These are a bunch of sounds. Most of them I recorded. The only sounds I didn't record are these guys down here, the chirps. I pulled these from... You guys know Red Burb on YouTube? I think the guy's name is like... darn it, what is his name? His last name is Utsumi, I think. Anyway, he has a little red bird named Gumi, and he is such a little dummy. He's a little bastard, and he's hilarious. So I grabbed some of his chirping sounds to put in here because I love him. Whoop. So. And you know what's interesting? Just fun fact, those videos are recorded in stereo with multiple microphones because look at these waveforms. Those are not the same. Isn't that weird? I think that's weird. Whatever he records on has microphones, at least 2 of them. I think that's so strange. Also, that channel's a blessing. It might be the best channel on YouTube. It's way better than mine. This is so out of place. I'm gonna move it to the end, where all the other squawks are. Squawk over here. Nope, wrong scroll direction. So I think I just took this one. But we can take... I don't know. I think we just take these randomly. I have a ton of them, so it doesn't really matter which ones we end up using, as they're all going to sound different. Alright, I'm saving my work, Brian. Bird chirps cut up like that. Sounds so Star Wars. I know! It's funny. I feel like weird that it comes from a bird, but if it works, it works. I just realized I nested these in a very stupid way. Here, get rid of that. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Okay, now for the chirp, let's just blast you out, and shoot, I just copied and pasted, I think. So let's do that. Put you back. Put a reverb in that bird sound, it would make a nice force. Oh yeah? I'm open to it. Alright. Oh, and then we have a bunch of these too. These are sounds that I got from ripping cardboard. I got so many, and they're all very nice. They're very crispy. We'll use some of these growls for sure. I mean, those are just way too cool. I got a few that are like that, and I am very pleased. Like, this entire section here is full of them. Oh, they're so good. I combined these prematurely just for the lockups. That's why they're structured that way. I'm gonna take this one because it's got a longer tail. What? Did I accidentally copy the entire I'm so bad at this. Okay. What I meant to do is... What is going on? I just want to put the sizzle down. Oh, wait, hang on. We need to put it in the oven. So here's another thing that all my projects have from now on. It's called the oven. It's a track that just has a bunch of modulators, bunch of things in it. And what it does is it takes ordinary sounds and makes them crispy crunchy. So I just have the track up here, and I send things into the oven to make them crispy. And then we can drop them and use them in other places. And it's how we do it. Okay, that's really long. This might be too long. But... yeah, it's way too long. It's too long. I'm only interested in the tail, I think. The impact is cool, but... and let's stagger it. I don't know how I did it. I think I put it like here on the last one. but it doesn't matter. It's still, like, too loud, which is crazy because the waveform doesn't look very loud, does it? I guess we're dropping it down. I don't want it to sound too much like a lockup either. Kind of sounds like the lockup. There we go. Yeah, I like to think so. I like to think the oven is an appropriate. But that's cool. It kind of makes it... I don't know. I feel like it's too much. It's too much. I don't know. It's just kind of crackly. It's nice to throw those in, right? Okay. Let's change this one up. I'm gonna try and go kind of fast because I hate this stuff. Triplets. Oh, or dotted. That's fine. I thought triplets was next in the list. What do you sound like by yourself? Oh, wow. That chirp sounds like way different. Why does it sound so different? That's crazy. Wait, what does it sound like without any effects on it? Oh my god, my mouse is so screwy. Oh, I see. That may not have been the best chirp to grab. It's not very tonal. Not that it needs to be or whatever, but I don't know if there's maybe some pitch. Okay, hang on. We can attempt to fix that. Oh, speeding up the sound of the crackle and then bringing it up a little bit. Let's try both. Y'all know I'm down. Let's see. Here's sped up a little bit. Should we get it at just 2x? There's 2x, and then we'll fade it out, and then we'll bring the volume up a touch. Okay, here's that, just for fun. What? Weirdly, it kind of sounds the same to me. My deaf. That's kind of nice. It's too far. Yeah. Oh, fireworks sounds. Damn, that's a good idea. So where I live in Seattle, we'll do that around the 4th of July for sure. My building is an actual literal block from the Space Needle. Like you can walk about 190 feet and you're at the Space Needle. And every year there are, I think, 3 major events where they do fireworks around the Space Needle, and that would be like a prime location in which to record a sound like that. I just don't want the crackling to be too obvious. Maybe if it was part of the impact? No, don't like. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I think it's too much. I don't really even like it at all. I might get rid of the sizzle. I don't know. I'm gonna slow it back down and see if I like it more. Wait, what am I doing? Just get rid of this. See ya. You know what this needs? I know how to fix it. This just needs a little phase distortion, as all things do. But first I'm gonna fix the chirps, and then we'll come back for that. Hang on. You got the chirp. Backfire from car exhaust would be cool too. Yeah, see, it sounds too much like the glass, but I think if we pitched it a little differently. Yeah, like that sound is cool. Pitch it like 15 down. kind of cool. Can I help you, perhaps? Rude. Honking during my YouTube live stream? How dare they? Alright, tone goes way down. There we go! Cool. Can you guys believe that's a bird? That's pretty dope. I think the EQ is right where it's supposed to be. No, no honk. The honk is for the honk is only for building wavetables. That's the only reason I brought those in. I'm not putting the honk in here. The honk made a very cool wavetable though. Or I mean one of them did. I made that off stream. Don't know if I'm sold on that. But hang on, now okay. The echo with the blaster sounds like you're in the mountains. Oh, and you like Endure. Nice. Thank you very much. I think Endure is pretty cool too. I think it's pretty nice. Yeah, it does sound a little echoey, but I think in context it'll sound nice. I think it'll sound nice. But we'll see. We'll see. Yes, bear with me a moment longer. We're gonna phase distort. Nope. It's not what I meant to do. I'm so slow. Distortion. Okay, let's get the sizzle in place. Let's get the sizzle where it needs to be, doing what it needs to do. And then... drive to the max. There we go. See, now it's crispy. Normalize to the max, too. Actually, just kidding. No normalize, because it's faded out. We don't want that. What? What's going on? It's not doing enough. We need the equalizer. We need... It's just... It's not enough. Not freeze. Jeez, LaRue. Let's hear it. Actually, no, Giga. Make it huge. It just sounds... it sounds like something's broken, but not in a cool way. I need it to... Okay. The problem is the sample. That's what I'm deciding now. The problem is that I don't really like the sample that we picked. It's too inconsistent. It's gonna be hard to hear. Like that might sound better. Let's see. Sped up a little at Jason's request. Yeah, that's way better. It sounds like it almost sounds like someone's like reloading their gun or something. That's kind of cool. Not intended, but cool. I mean, it doesn't totally sound like that, but it's kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna do normalize back up to maximum. And I'm going to fade this out way, way, way later. Like, just at the very end here. Okay, normalize at half, maybe. Yeah. Maybe we should even, like, cut out a small section here. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so in full context, because that sounds kind of silly. Full context. Let's get it on. Cool. Cole, I think you said that before I started putting everything in context, but this also sounds metallic to me, the chirps. Very cool. I'm cool with it. Blaster number 2 done. And now we have some idea of how we're going to process the rest of these. Let's do up to like 8, and then I hate doing these so much. Okay. Now hang on. We can do it up nice. Okay, cool. We like it. We're down with it. Thank goodness. Okay. Let's see about it. Okay, what's going to change on this one? New. Okay. This pitch is going to change. Let's see. In the chord, we have... It's kind of hard to hear, isn't it? Maybe I'm thinking about this too much. I'm gonna make it a 4th. Okay, pitch is a little different. Sizzle. Totally different. Yep. That's the one. We have a new sizzle. There's a new sizzle in town. And we're gonna speed it up. And we're gonna cut out a section. And we're gonna get a new chirp. Don't want it. And the chirp's source will be chosen at random. Not that. Ooh! Sure. Those are dynamic and cool. I mean, we have to make 16 of these, so I can't be too picky, but... okay. And rifle shot is going to be the same all the way up until number 4, and then we'll swap it out. I only have 4 of these, so we need to do 4 of the same rifle per... 4 things per blaster. You get it. It doesn't matter. Okay. Is it different enough? I bet the chirp is goofed. Hang on, let's hear it. Yeah, it's goofed. It's all goofed. I knew it. Thought I could get away. That needs to be louder. That's very cool. That is awesome. Dang. You really can just make dubstep out of anything. And you know what? This is, like, too loud now. I'm changing it up. We're doing something totally different. So is this, my god. We can make it better. Okay, okay, I like a boost in the bass over here. Probably doesn't need to be so dramatic. I'll just pick up this that crispiness down below. And to hell with ducking out the highs. Yeah. That's cool. All right, chirps. Give it to me. What do we got? Yeah, not even necessary to cut the highs out. It's totally unnecessary. Okay, so this one's not exactly the same as the other two, but it's cool, and I'm leaving the pew out entirely for this one. Yes, you may delete. And these should be louder. And I'm gonna put the hiss and the whine in, because it sounds like a reloading sound. And I think that's how we're gonna use these, because, okay, the hiss and the whine, let me explain real quick what these are supposed to be. They're supposed to be like sci-fi weapon, what do you call them? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. They're supposed to be like sounds in the background. They're supposed to be like, oh my god, what is the word I'm thinking of? They're supposed to be sounds that are not like the main sound, like auxiliary sounds, I guess, or like... But doesn't that just sound like a gun venting or charging up or discharging or something like that? It's supposed to sound like noises that are coming out of a weapon that aren't like the blaster, but like something that might just happen when the gun is used, right? So, anyway. Yeah, like ambient sounds, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, like ambient weapon noises. Yeah. So I think with the sound that we've got going on in the sizzle section, maybe we can time those up nicely and make it sound like whoever's shooting at you, right, is like reloading their weapon, or that your saber is just reacting that way. You can interpret that either way. This might be too much for a blaster. We'll see. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. It only lasts for like up to 2 seconds, which isn't like really long here with like the decay and everything, which we can turn down too. Yeah, by the time you get to 2 seconds, it's totally silent. I think it's gonna be great. Yeah. Ambient sounds. Oh my god. My brain just like shut off. Could not handle that word. Okay. We have 3 very cool and distinct sounding blasters. Let's do one more. This time, we'll just take the core elements for now. Ooh, I gotta sneeze, but I don't think I can coax it out. I think I just have to live with the feeling forever. Ooh, that is not... Not down with that. Alright, which chirp? It's either this one or this one. I think it's gonna be this one, but we'll see. Cool. God, I'm so happy we're getting through these, though. I feel better. Okay, I want to make another blaster where the chirp is like the main sound, and then the blaster patch handles a little less. It is an evil laugh. Hey, go watch the Red Burb like, if you just type Red Burb, REDBIRB, into any kind of search engine, you'll find the channel and you'll love it. It's so good. It's like, they could not be better. Okay, we got really good material off the rip from this. Wonderful chirp. Let's get the sizzle out of here. And get a new one while I'm thinking about it. New sizzle from the one-shots category. Wait, hang on. The second half of that is gonna work great. All right, I'm saving my work. I need to like get in that habit. It's already been way too long since I've saved. Just maybe like saying it out loud will help. I'm not gonna speed this clip up. I think it's pretty quick already. Yeah, let's see. We can process that one a little more. Yeah. You know what? I don't know why. Let's just see what phaser sounds like. It's the thing I always click on when I mean to click on phase distortion, and I've never actually listened to like its effect on ordinary sounds like this. I usually think of it in terms of like synth sound design when we're making like hums and swings and stuff. Oh, it kind of has like a pitch bendy effect, doesn't it? It's kind of cool. We could do. Why not? It's interesting. It's something different, right? And just for fun, let's roll in some tones. Oh, wait. Why not? I think it's cool. Okay, let's fix the chirp. It's almost cool, isn't it? But I think the phase distortion needs to be modified again, per the usual. It carries a lot of tone, especially in the low end over there. When phase distortion, what were we at, like 500 hertz or something? Oh, 300? Yeah, that's... Yeah, let's change this up. We haven't changed this in a couple of cycles. It's a cool fifth. It's super neat. We'll do dotted just to make it a little different, right? Gotta switch stuff up. All right. Here's the full context on this one. I don't know about this one. Okay, let's do something weird with this one. Let's do something like... We did something earlier, yesterday specifically, where we took just the reverb and then used that as a sound. So let's try that. Let's see. Now we turn off the effects here. Get this volume up, and then we'll keep... No. And let's reverse it. Just for fun. And we'll fade it in. And we'll give it a mild flavor of reverb on top of what we've given it. Keep all these effects here, but turn them off, and then give it one more layer of realm. And then have it decay for a couple seconds. Oh, it's so dramatic. It's too much, but we're getting there. It's too much. It might be way too much. It might not even be worth trying. It's unclear. I don't love it. I do not love it. Reverse the chirp too. Guess we still have it, don't we? Oh, did I glue? Oops. I glued. I don't still have it. It sounds way too synthy. Ah! But as a background, hang on, let's see if we can get it to layer more nicely. Yeah, that's nice. Let's get it down at like... Okay. Okay, and then final idea. Bring the hiss in without the whine. And just drop it way after the sound. Nope, not that far after the sound. Too much. Way quieter. And different fade out behavior. Make it sharper. Make it sooner. Quick burst of steam. Very nice and quiet. Now it just sounds like I'm shaking a maraca. Cannot have that. Okay, it just needs a click that coincides with the steam release, and then we'll be fine. There. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it does kind of sound like it's like vaporizing some of it. We're just going for like weird and interesting here. I think that's the goal, is just to make it kind of... Just to make it feel more alive. Have some stuff happen. Yeah, it is. That is definitely a paper tear. I mean, you can tell what it is when you hear it raw, right? But hopefully in context it sounds more like it fits. And, oh, speaking of making it fit, let's take it to the oven really quick. Oh, did I just paste it to the wrong place? All right. Ooh. Ooh, no, no, no. First of all, wrong track. Second of all. Ugh, what happened to you? It may not have been the best clicking sound, actually. I'm going back on it. Something like that is what I should take. Let's see what this does. This is a nice clicky clacky sound. By itself, it's going to sound stupid, but we'll process. Paper tear became a paper shred. Yeah. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, in the oven, what does it sound like? No. Oh, I have too much stuff. It's too compressed. We'll have to do some custom baking here. The ordinary oven is not going to do. We have to do something special. For one thing, the timing's off. Oh, there we go. Your sound font's always... Imagine I'm using the saber in a pitch black cave because of all the echoes. I realize we do it up nice with the reverb, but I like it. I think it sounds cool. Okay, let's do... What should we do with this? We should compress it a little bit. We should compress it at least enough to make that peak go away. It's too peaky. Hello?
Hey, no tard.
Ah, jeez. Well, we tried.
We should come play it on Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna go climbing in the morning on Sunday.
Dope. Oh, Mitch just got here. Those of you who were here yesterday remember how much we love him. And his romantic interest might come over and play some Outer Wilds on Sunday, which is cool. Best video game ever made. Coming from a not serious video game player. So keep that in mind. Wow, that already makes like a huge difference. It might even have made enough difference that it's not worth going in and being crazy pedantic about it. Let's listen to the full context. What? It's not okay. The tone isn't coming through enough. This one doesn't bite hard. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Cool. It kind of sounds like you're opening a soda can, huh? Which is funny, because that's not what we based that on. Not even close. The click doesn't seem like it has a reason to be there. Okay, my justification is that there's an internal mechanism in the saber that's like clicking into place or something, because things aren't quite put together the right way. But... well, okay, and I don't know that it has to have a reason. If it sounds cool, then I'm cool with it. But if you... okay, we'll put it... Does anyone else have an issue with the click? I kind of like it, but if it's annoying, I will totally take it out. I'm not attached to it. But, you know. Okay, we have 4 blasters. I'm not going to do the rest of these on the live stream. I'm going to do the rest of them by myself because there's not going to be a lot that changes here. I think we've done like the 4... I think we've built out 4 of them that are pretty solid, and the rest of it is going to be so unbearably boring to watch. So I'm going to call that... honestly, that was like 80% of the blaster work, I think. And the last 20% is going to take way longer and be way more boring. So that's what the blasters are going to sound like. The differences between the remaining ones will be more subtle and less ridiculous. But pretty good. I think they all sound pretty good. So now we're going to do what I actually want to do and do some more swing pairs. And that's what we're going to do. And in 30 minutes, I'm going to end the live stream and make some power burritos. So I'm going to set a reminder really quick because I will forget that. I'll get really sucked in. I think we basically have time to make some swing pairs and then maybe attempt the clashes, and then I'm going to call it for the night, but I think I can do this again tomorrow. I'm just gonna keep doing these till we're done. So, hopefully we get it done. All right, 30 minutes. Power burritos are just burritos full of protein and goodness, so that we can make it through lunch without being uncomfortable. That's it. They're great. All right, let's do this. Here's the new number 3 on top. And let's figure out what it's gonna sound like. So this is 2. I just copied 2. So here's what 2 sounds like. I'm glad you're all enjoying yourselves. Now what can we do differently? Here's the patch by itself. A swing pair is triggered by moving the lightsaber past predefined you set the parameter. You say if I swing it this hard, then it does its thing. Protein shake? Protein shake. Protein. Thanks, Darth Eddie. I appreciate it very much. Anyway, you set a parameter. You're like, if I swing it this hard, I want the swing to start triggering. So it's kind of... some soundboards set that automatically, and some of them you can adjust. Like, I know in Profi you can set where you like that. I'm not good with the words today. I can't remember. There's a word for that, too. It's like a threshold, maybe? That's the word I'm looking for, I think. Okay. Let's get weird with it. So, again, patch by itself. Let's have this one hang out in the middle. I like how vocal the back half of this wavetable is, and I don't want to lose that, but I think we're going to do away with some of it by switching to a different warp mode here. And pull in... Oh, did we ever try sync on this? It's gonna sound kind of ridiculous, but... That's more what I was expecting. It actually doesn't sound that crazy when it's down this low. You know, let's finish this off nicely. Let's make this the detuned pair. Let's make this the one that's fuzzy and out of control. We'll do it to the other side too. In fact, we can do that right now. There. We can hear the difference. Oh, yeah, you mean how does the pair work? Because it really doesn't make very much sense. I don't know why we all agreed on this, but the way it works is when you start swinging, it picks a pair. It picks like H swing 1 and L swing 1 together. And then it will fade in and out between the two as you swing. That's it. The high and low, those words mean nothing. They're just like a designation. I don't know. There must have been some thinking about that when the boards like initially came out, but I don't know. I don't think there's, I don't think it really matters. It's kind of weird. Difference? Heard. Rock and roll. Plus minus is doing a good job there. Wow, this one sounds super like gutted. Just hollow on the inside. think this one's gonna sound cool when it's in motion too. When you're actually swinging it around, I think that the weird variations here and there are gonna be like, I think those are gonna be really cool. I'm a huge fan. All right, is there anything we should change? We should, okay, this one reflects the phaser so much. I feel like we should have something actually modify that. Let's have it not be crazy complicated. And let's have it not change very much. Actually, here, we'll have it mirrored. We'll have it, maybe linear was the way to go. Okay, slightly bowed, yeah? And let's have that change frequency, but only by like a few degrees or hertz. It's in hertz, not degrees. I don't know why I said degrees. That's way too fast. Let's go with 2 bars. Yeah, it does kind of sound like a Geiger counter. I agree. It's the clickiness. It's that sound I was trying to describe earlier. Okay, now it sounds stupid right now because it's just being played statically, but if you can imagine that fading in and out with another sound as you swing a lightsaber, I actually think that effect is gonna sound like really, really cool. Have faith in the process. I think it's cool. I think it's going to be cool. These parameters don't seem to change a whole lot. Yeah, they're kind of... The chorus effect can be heard. That's interesting. Sounds pog to me. Yeah, like a radioactive theme could be kind of cool. It definitely sounds like it, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm with it. Okay, let's kick the effects in one by one. Sounds cooler in the mid-range. It's hard to tell. I'm trying to calibrate these for like lightsaber speakers, but it's always hard to tell until you hear it on a lightsaber speaker. Okay, pitch bends. Yeah, you'd think they'd probably be kind of radioactive, huh? The crystal, I mean, it wasn't really human tested by like scientists or anything, was it? God. I hate to like cut it out since it's so cool, but dang, those tones that come out during that section are so interesting. Those are super dope. I am here for it. All right, we're gonna mess with these parameters again so that they're not the same for each pair. And quick dip down. We'll have it come up and then just come up a tad bit more and then swing down, swing up, swing down, swing a little higher, slip down real slow. Yeah. I usually don't include lightning block, actually. So I haven't done lightning block yet for this one, just because it's a specific to Profi. I don't know. And it's I tried doing one for Endure and I didn't really love it. It just kind of sounds like a lockup. I think Profi picks the lockup sound for the lightning block if there isn't a lightning block supplied, and generally I think that's okay for mine. But if enough people feel strongly about it, I guess I could make one. They're just not going to be very good, you know? Not something that I usually do. Yeah, it's specific to Profi, and usually, I mean, like, I gotta draw the line somewhere. There's also, like, Melt, and, I think there are a few other Profi-specific sounds that I just, None of the other boards use them. I don't use them when I use my Saber, so I don't know. Yeah, I think LB is only on Profi. I see it as kind of a niche feature that not everyone really, like, uses, so I don't know. Alright. Let's make the H swing before we run out of time here. Alright, here's 2. And I think the difference we're going to make with this one is detune the living out of it. Now I do make drag because most of the other soundboards support tip drag. I make drags and lockups. Oh, and like CFX also has a power on force. I don't make those either. They're like supposed to be power ons that if you trigger a power on using the force or like with motion effects, it plays a different one. Like some of these, I don't know. It starts to not get fun for me to make them if I'm like drilling down and making a bunch of tiny sounds that are board specific that no one really uses. I don't know. And that's not the only CFX. There are a couple of other CFX specific sounds that I'm like, I don't think people care about it. I don't care about it. I don't want to spend any longer than I have to tweaking things. I don't know. That's just me though. This around. We'll make these sharper, like wow, wow, wow. Oh, that's specific. Okay. And we'll change this warp again. We'll use. Mm. Yeah, I think the power-ons for Endure are extra juicy. There are 4 of them, and they're all pretty different. They're all the same length, so that the power-on like blade animation times with it. But yeah, they're kind of all over the place. I think they're pretty cool. Day1 graze it. Let's have the rate be generally higher on this one. Let's just raise it up. In. Always good to know that he's in. How does one get into making sound fonts? It's a really good question. It's I don't know what the correct answer is. I kind of can't believe I'm still into it. One downloads a bunch of free instruments from the internet and starts experimenting. Is the short answer. We didn't even try applying like a dynamic filter to this. We should try that and time it with the same LFO that causes the pinch to happen over here. Should have that change like the cutoff of a filter. Just see do we like? I think that might be one of the coolest things that we've come up with. And right at the end, too. Oh my god. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a synth helicopter. I don't know, but picture it as like a swing. Yeah, okay. I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. I like it. We should have one of these things change the phaser just to kind of go with that Doppler-ish effect. It should probably be this... No, we should have it be the more active one, yeah. Let's have this one mess with frequency and give it, like, full privileges. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, it's Orange. How we doing? I'm so sorry to say you've caught the very end of this thing. I'm gonna log off in, like, 10 minutes. To make power burritos, but I'm so happy that you came for some of it. You should watch, well, it's kind of long, I guess. We've been streaming for like, have we been streaming for 2 hours yet? Basically 2 hours. It's kind of long, but, that we did some cool stuff, and the pace has been pretty good today. I think we've been hanging in. Yeah. Anyway, that's an H swing. Totally doesn't match. But it'll sound cool when they're fading in and out together. Thank you. I'm glad that you approve. God damn, I think this is one of the cooler things that we did. I think this one's really interesting. I mean, I know we do like dubsteppy wubs a lot, but like as far as dubsteppy wubs go, I think this is one of the more creative ones and less like typical Yeah, it's thick, right? Yeah, and it sounds like it's like moving. I don't know. I think it's cool. I like it a lot. I think it's nice. Yeah, I think it's nice. What free audio processing software would you recommend for starting? Well, I mean, okay, Reaper is $60, which is not a lot. Technically, it's not free, but I would just buy Reaper. I would. It's there's a free trial on it that lasts for like 2 months, so you could try it out and see if you like it, you know. But I think Reaper is the best DAW. There's also Audacity. What did you say?
And the free trial never ends.
Oh yeah, the free trial never ends technically, but you did not hear that from me. You heard that from Mitch, who we love. So don't hold it against him.
I got you.
$60 for life, for the record. BandLab is free for browser. There you go. Don't even have to download anything. And then as far as instruments go, I should put together a list. I should put that on my website. I've been thinking about that.
Vital, Helm.
Yep, Vital and Helm are both great. They're made by the same person, actually. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that guy's super cool. Vital and Helm are both amazing synthesizers. Vital specifically is like a clone of Serum, more or less. It has almost all of the same features. There are some that it has that Serum doesn't, and vice versa. I don't think the interface is quite as clean. I prefer Serum, but it definitely, if you don't want to spend $200, Vital is perfectly fine. Let's see. I mentioned Valhalla. Supermassive is a really cool like reverb delay plugin. What did you say?
Melda.
Oh yeah, Melda has a bunch of vocal Well, it's not just vocal, I guess. They have like just general processing tools that are free. Downloading them is kind of annoying. It's like you have to make an account and then download like a huge zip with all of them. I don't know. It's like an awkward download process. Opinion on Logic Pro, I don't like it. I have it though. I just don't really love it.
It's simple.
Yeah, there's like one way to do everything, and if you don't do it that way, it won't let you do it. And I think that's annoying. Reaper, on the other hand, lets you do everything however you want. That's how it feels. That's not like literally true, but it feels a lot less structured and a lot more creative. Logic feels very set in stone. You do it the way they want, or you don't do it at all.
Ableton has a big discount if you're a student as well.
Cool. Students, get Ableton. Ableton is the industry standard. I mean, there's no getting around that. Ableton's plugins that it comes with are really good, and it's
geared towards electronic music.
Yes, it's geared toward electronic music production specifically. It just has a lot of stuff that's based on that. All of these are chill on Windows and Mac. Yeah, I mean VSTs can run on both. So yeah. Geez, what else? I need to... Surge. Surge is also amazing. It's really hard to look at if you are not used to using synthesizers, but if you are used to using synthesizers, Surge is freaking amazing, and it gets updated by its user base like on a daily basis, which is also cool. I'll put together a list. I'll do that. Obviously Native Instruments has a whole bunch of free stuff. Download all of that. Those are all really super solid. I'll put a list together. I'll do that as soon as possible and just put it up on the website. Yeah. Anyway, we have, in my opinion, a pretty spectacular start here on some of these sounds. Sorry, this stream was a little shorter than I was hoping for, but that's okay. I gotta make the power burritos. I originally thought I was gonna just do this all afternoon, but then I ran out of burritos, which is a huge problem. So I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. But I think I'm gonna come on tomorrow and just do this again. So for those of you that are that don't have anything going on your Friday night, join me because I also don't have anything going on my Friday night. And we'll work on more swing pairs, and then we'll do the clashes, and then we'll do the force effects and the spins and the swings. I mean, like the accent swings. And we'll make more power-ons, we'll make more pre-ons, and it'll be so fun. And then, before we even know it, it'll be done. And then you guys can have it. Well, I have to give it to Christian. He'll make a Profi style for it, and then I have to film a video about it. And then it's done, and then it's all yours, which is cool. Yes, the name is Binary. That is the name. And that is all. All right, so I'm going to cut the stream off here, but thank you all for joining. and I've had fun, and we've been very productive. And again, thank you for like ideas. Please continue to contribute. It's been so fun to have like outside eyes on this stuff. So it's pretty awesome. Anyway, cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow for whoever's free. And